at 10 starts now.
Double trouble for a community in Lodi, hit by two separate shootings. 3 victims are wounded, and police tell Fox 40 that a 15-year-old boy died this morning. 2 14-year-old boys have been booked into juvenile hall for one of the shootings, but this investigation is still ongoing as police try to figure out if the shootings are related. Rena Nakano is live in Lodi, and Rena, you have more on what witnesses say happened during these shootings.
That's right, Tia. Good evening. That's right. 15-year-old victim, 2 14-year-old suspects, and residents here are saying they've seen far too many victims who are young. A quaint downtown bar startled by a sudden gang shooting.
It looks like one of the individuals was targeted and the other was just an innocent bystander.
The 2 victims were shot just outside of Gary's Lounge on South School Street. Lodi police believe the intended target was a man in his early 20s affiliated with the local gang. The bystander, a man in his 50s, a regular customer of Gary's, just chatting with the bouncer. Both suffered gunshot wounds and survived. But for investigators, that was just the beginning of a very long night.
While we were investigating that, we simultaneously got another report of another shooting over in the 00 block of South Main Street.
5 minutes later, this time 2 blocks away in front of Golden Era Hotel.
Like 6 or 8 gunshots firing off in the front of the building.
Police say a 15-year-old boy was shot in the head and life-flighted to a trauma center. A friend of the victim who did not want to appear on camera told us he died in the morning.
So at this point we have 2 separate shooting scenes and we're still investigating to determine whether the 2 are linked together or not.
Sunday afternoon, Lodi police made arrests for the first shooting. 2 14-year-old boys have been booked into juvenile hall.
And they've been charged with attempted murder and some gang enhancements. One of the juveniles upon his arrest was in possession of a short-barreled shotgun.
So far, they do not have anyone in custody for the second shooting. Meanwhile, nearby residents fear they are stuck in the middle of 2 gang territories.
I feel like every one of us were in jeopardy for our lives.
The identities of the 2 14-year-old boys are not being released, and if you have any information of either of these 2 shootings, you're encouraged to call Lodi Police or leave an anonymous tip over at Crime Stoppers. Tia?
All right, Rena, thank you for that report. A Sacramento community remains on high alert after gunfire ripped through their neighborhood